Today is Wednesday, August 28th, 2019. It's 10 a.m. and I'm calling the Almont Police, Sergeant Laura Black.
Your call is now first in line and will be answered by the next available representative. Thank you for your patience.
Hi, is Sergeant Black available?
No, she doesn't work.
Oh, she told me to call today. Who's this?
In reference to what?
She was supposed to get me a ride to, who's this?
This
Hi, Chief. Hi, Andy. Is Leo around?
he is, but he's out on the road.
Okay.
Currently.
And she said that to call this morning, and she was going to arrange to have to drive me to Macomb County to. I have a warrant for my arrest. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah.
And she said to call today at 10 o'clock.
Okay. Do you have a callback number now?
Yeah, it's 810. And also, I sent both. Laura said she doesn't have a problem with her email, so I sent you an email and Leo. I'm going to court on a warrant that my lawyer said that I failed to appear, but I have evidence that he failed to give reasonable notice. So I'm innocent, and I sent you guys proof of that. So I just don't want to be walking into something where they're going to arrest me and throw me in jail. I have proof that I'm innocent.
Okay. Well, again, Richard, that's not.
I know, but I'm being murdered, and because of a broken government, and that's why I've documented everything. I'm 100% right, and I'm not going to be murdered. This lawyer gave me 1 day notice, and when I didn't show, he told the judge that I failed to appear. But he failed to give me reasonable notice. I showed up on July 15th for court. He wasn't there, and I called his office, and his secretary said she'd call me right back. Never did call me back. I called her late Thursday night, and she goes, "Oh yeah, he screwed up, and you have to be in court Monday." And I paid $150 for transportation on the 15th, and I told her, tell the lawyer that I can't be there. I'd have no money until August 3rd when I get my Social Security payment. And I said, please ask the judge to postpone it. And instead he walked in and said, hey, he failed to appear. She put out a warrant for my arrest, and I've been afraid of walking out my door ever since. And then I contacted the guy a week ago last Friday, and I asked him what's going on. I finally got a hold of him, and he said get another lawyer, and hung up on me. So I've been running around trying to get all kinds of things. I got thrown in jail. I got beat up by guards, and if somebody takes me today, I have to go pick up the video because I have made a FOIA request on it, and it's available today. And then I also want to go to the jail, and I want to file a complaint against the people that beat me up.
Well, I mean, I understand your situation and stuff, but this whole thing could be avoided if you wouldn't drive around with a pistol. You don't know the deal. You don't know the situation. That had nothing to do with them picking me up. I got picked up because they read my plate and saw that I had expired insurance. Oh, okay.
Right. And I also how else was I supposed to get water? I told the judge. I sent my lawyer.
But hey, you know what, Richard? You call and you say the same thing over and over and over and over again.
And you don't understand.
I don't have time.
I know,
because I've heard it.
And you can't dispute it. You can't dispute it either.
Well, obviously,
I can't know because the system is broken, Andy. Don't you understand? It's just like
no, it's not broken.
Can I tell you something? I got 80 videos on YouTube proving you wrong.
Oh, I know.
Right. Okay. Let me ask you something.
It's funny that you cut out all the good.
Like what?
The things like you going absolutely ballistic and raising your voice and swearing.
When? No, I left that in.
Oh no, because I've been here when you've done that.
And what?
When you see the video online, it's not. It's kind of funny that you do a pretty good job.
Why don't you tell me? Give me the videos that you think I edited, because I got the raw footage. The only thing I edited is try to make it quicker and to speed up the pace and cut out things that. Well, do me a favor and tell me which ones you dispute, and I'll put up the raw footage. I'm being put to death.
Just put up the raw footage.
No, you know what? No, you know what? If I can't get justice within Lapeer County or the state of Michigan, I'm going to the American public and try to to petition Governor Whitmer to get involved in this. You can't say that. You can't say that 80.
Absolutely, that would be awesome.
Andy, you can dispute 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 or 20, but you can't dispute 80 videos that no one will dispute whatsoever. And I'll tell you something else. Here's a situation that I have with Lapeer County. I tried to file a complaint with the with the jail. They gave me the runaround. They finally told me to contact the state police. They gave me the number of 3 wrong numbers, and then I finally got the Lapeer police. Or I got they said to call the Lapeer Post. I called the Lapeer Post. I got Lapeer County Dispatch. I got chewed out. I said I want the state police because I want to file a report. She said, well, send out we don't have state police. We got only local police. I said I don't want local police. I want state police. That's what they told me to use. And this woman argued with me. She said, I know you. You're always calling up and complaining about all our people are bad and they're breaking the law. All of the people that work in Lapeer County are good, hardworking people. And all you're doing is you're lying about what they're saying. And and she would refuse to let me get through to the state police. And that's why I got switched through to Laura. And then Laura said she'd take me down to court. The only thing I'm guilty of is they blew up my water heater. You guys are covering it up for the county, and I've been without running water since November 2017.
There you go with your
It's true. What are you talking about?
We're not going to cover up somebody.
Well, then what?
Blowing up
I've got evidence.
I mean, you could, Richard, you complain about you don't have no money, all this stuff, but you have enough money for your cameras to record everybody. You have enough money for a PC. You have enough money for internet.
And you know what? Why can't I get my issues resolved? What, are you telling me that I'm wrong? Well, are you
accuse everybody of being against?
I could give a fuck less, Andy. I'm being murdered. They just.
See, there you go. You know what?
You're
losing your temper again, and you're swearing.
Andy, what do you expect?
I'm sure
Andy, let me ask you something. Andy. How could you live in a house without running water since 2017? I can't walk. I have no way of getting food. You're sitting here laughing.
But you got enough money to post all this stuff on the internet.
No, you know what? Let me ask you. No, it makes no sense, Andy. You tell me how.
It doesn't make any sense because you're spending all this money
trying to get the law. You tell me.
Yeah, you're spending all the money on this equipment, but you don't have enough money.
Tell me where I was wrong, Andy. Tell me where I was wrong, Andy. They screwed me. They put in a water heater that leaked 3 times within months. Are you telling me that's right? That was done right? No, it was done by their buddies that were 37% higher and a non-competitive bid, and they installed it incorrectly right from the start. I fired them. Legally I fired them. They came back and said they do it right. They didn't do it right. It leaked 3 times. It destroyed my house, caused $15,000 worth of damage, and they've left me without running water since November 2017. What's wrong about what am I lying about that? How am I? How am I? No, you know what? I'm trying. No, you know what? No, you know what? I'm trying to get the law.
You're driving around without. Without insurance on your car, and then you get in trouble for it, and then you want to blame everybody.
Andy, you take a look. I tried to contact my state senator. I tried to start.
I know.
You know what? It's not. It's a broken system. You want me to obey a government that's murdering me? Let me ask you. How am I supposed to get water?
Richard, why don't you sell some of your cameras?
Let me ask you something. Why can't the government be responsible for gross negligence? Right.
Negligence?
I showed you 100% where I'm right. Where I covered my bases. They did it all wrong. They sent me to a MAHS hearing. I told that you're covering up for them, Andy. I told
Richard, we've tried so many things. Meals on Wheels. Why did you just continue that? We got that ball.
Okay, for you. And you didn't understand, did you? They were serving unsanitary food, and I complained.
See what I mean? Every time
no.
Richard, that is the truth. That's what
are you telling me that they weren't?
That is
are you telling me that they weren't serving unsanitary food? They were.
Richard,
are you saying they weren't?
Richard, they are an accredited association.
Right, that already got busted once for the same thing, Andy. Why are you trying to protect? You're trying to protect the Lapeer County. That's what, and I can't get justice.
No, the only thing I'm looking out for, Richard, is my department. You keep claiming us on the internet, saying that we're covering up for the government and this and that, and now you're calling us to get around.
No, you know.
No,
you know what?
You want
I'm not asking for your help. I have. So in other words, you're changing your mind, huh? They can't,
well, we are not attacking.
Do you not understand that I have the right to transportation? Go look at your email.
Not from the police.
I didn't say that. Go take a look at your email. Legally, federally, and you.
Richard, you can do whatever you want as far as you're down there, but I'm going to tell you what, we're not. You're
telling me you're not taking me now, huh? You're telling me after Leo said
because you were caught driving around in a vehicle with no insurance, no driver's license, and a pistol in the car.
And I haven't been tried. I haven't been tried to that. How am I supposed to get there? Do you understand? Go take a look at your file. Take a look at state and federal. It's a state and federal law that I'm disabled. I have the right for transportation to access public service. Do you understand? How am I supposed to get? Then how am I supposed to get it? I'm telling you that I've been denied it. I've been denied at all levels. Federal.
Richard, that has nothing to do.
Then tell me who I contact. How do I?
Who is your caseworker?
Which caseworker? My caseworker, while I was fighting them, she canceled my service because I didn't have time to fill out her paperwork.
Why didn't you have time?
Because I'm too.
Somebody who was trying
she
to
wasn't trying to help me.
Really? So why did you need to fill out paperwork then?
What did she do for me so far? All she tried to do is get.
Obviously, she offered you the paperwork to fill out to get transportation.
No. You didn't say that. No. She didn't say that at all. You're missing.
Maybe you were too busy.
Andy, she didn't say. Andy, she didn't say that she was going to give me transportation. No, I did not. Here's what she did. I'm sitting here trying to fight everybody under the sun, trying to contact the governor, the state senator, and in the meantime, what she said is, if you want to continue your food stamps, you got to fill out all this paperwork. I didn't have the time to do it, and I sent her an email saying you have to give me reasonable. You have to be reasonable, give me a reasonable allowances and getting paperwork. I don't have time. And I have...
Richard, I know those systems, and they do.
What?
And I'm sure somewhere you were emailed, contacted somewhere or another several times, and each time...
You know what? You're not a judge. Let me ask you something.
I know I'm not a judge.
Then stop judging. No, you know what? You're fucking killing me, you bastard. Let me ask you this.
Well, how am I killing you?
Okay, let me...
I'm just telling you that you're going about things...
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I tried. You know what?
You accuse them of something? Yes.
Okay.
I've seen it. I've seen it on your video.
Okay, Andy, let me ask you this. And this is, you threw me out of your office and refused to allow me to file a complaint against Leo Hager, who refused to take my...
You were thrown out of the office because you went belligerent and you swore, and this is a public building, and you stepped up, you had your cane, and you were getting very violent. You were on the verge to going to jail.
Okay, for what?
For your actions that you did. And now I noticed when you posted that video online, when you're on the driveway, when you were MFing us and acting crazy, that was not on your video.
What are you talking about? Screaming? I screamed back at you.
Yes, you were. You were screaming outside.
Right. You didn't look. You didn't look at the video. It's on there.
But evidently,
go take a look at it. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you back again, Andy.
But back to your question. That is why you were
okay. And
you have to act like.
And you have to. You weren't even talking about the right case. Andy, I tried to file a complaint.
Richard, you're the one that just said I threw you out of the office, and I explained why I threw you out of the office. That is your answer. I'm not talking about a case.
Okay. I'll come back in your office, and I want to file a complaint against Elaine Stoutenberg, the Adult Protective Services agent that lied to Leo. I talked to Leo the other day. He didn't know about it. You guys mistook the entire case and threw me out without even listening to my issue.
Richard, is because
I'll come back and I won't be belligerent, but I want to file a complaint against Elaine Stoutenberg of Adult Protective Services that lied to Leo and said that she would help me out and get my house fixed. Then I called her I called her 11 times, and she said. She left a message and said, call David Lynch, my supervisor, which I did on 9/20, and you can take a look at that too. And I argued to him for an hour and a half. The guy was drunk. He didn't know what the hell I was talking about. He said, call the crisis hotline. Elaine Stoutenberg left a message after me calling 11 times, and she said, call the crisis hotline. They'll help you. And I called the crisis hotline. I called Leo, and he said, call the crisis hotline. And I called the crisis hotline for months, and no one would come out. No one would do anything for me. And then I finally talked to one of the workers, and the worker said, Elaine Stoutenberg said that you're in no danger because you have a grocery store right across the street, and you can get food and water. So we closed the case, and you know that's not the truth. The nearest store is Vinkier's. It's a mile away, and I rode my bike.
Not a mile away.
Okay, then pace it off. I rode my bike in 2015 and broke my collarbone in 4 places trying to get up to it. I can't get up to it. And no, listen to me. No, listen to me. No, I'm trying to.
Richard, you walked to our office.
Okay, forget that.
When we kicked you out of the office, you walked.
Okay, forget.
And that is even further than.
And you don't understand. You're not a doctor. You don't understand what I have to go through. You tell me how else am I going to get this resolved? I'm trying legally to get it resolved, and you people are just covering it up. They destroyed my.
There you go again.
It's not an accusation. If you won't look at if you won't look at my evidence, you know, cop. I mean, okay.
We have looked at every email you have sent us. We have looked at everything.
Yeah, and where am I?
Like I said, we set up Meals on Wheels.
And Meals on Wheels and Meals on Wheels.
And I know Leo, Officer Hager, has tried to work with you about getting your water. And
no,
you're being poisoned.
What? I'm being poisoned. I asked for water. He said he was going to deliver it, and I said I don't want people showing up until nighttime because I don't want my neighbors seeing it. I'm embarrassed. So then I called back. I said I'll take the water.
Richard? How can you say you're embarrassed when you post all this stuff?
How am I supposed to get water, Andy? Answer that. Stop talking about how I'm surviving. You tell me how I'm supposed to survive.
You were just presented the opportunity. You just said it yourself. Leo said that, but no, you refused to have it delivered during the day. Right. Because you're embarrassed. You just said you're embarrassed, but you're not embarrassed to post all this stuff.
You know why?
For the whole world.
You know why, Andy? Because I'm being murdered by a corrupt government. Bullshit. Let me ask you something. How am I supposed to get water? Answer that question. That was in September. That was in September a year ago. How am I supposed to get water now?
You can walk to Vinkier's, or you can stop spending money on cameras and the technology, things that you don't need.
How am I supposed to get
to pay a water bill?
It's not the water bill. I have no running water. They destroyed my house. How many times do I?
You don't have any running water because you don't pay your bill, so they shut it off.
What are you talking? Who told you? Let me ask you something. Let's talk evidence. Where did you get that evidence? You don't even know what you're talking about. Who shut off my water?
If you don't pay your bill, you pay your water off.
If who doesn't pay that? I pay my bills every month. See, that's the thing, Andy. You're lying. Why don't you tell me who said?
Richard,
then tell me who said that I don't pay my bill. I did not say that.
That you are not paying the bill, and you've even come up here and said that you're not paying the tax.
Why would I pay taxes? They destroyed my house and left me to.
There you go. See, that's why you don't have water. Because you refuse to take responsibility for some of the things that you
like what? I'm trying to fight this legally.
Like
you know what? You have no idea what I spend my money on. That's not your right. I'm trying to file a.
Well, Richard,
you know what?
You
know what? I'm trying to file a complaint. I'm trying to file a complaint against by the police, and you're trying to tell me that I don't have a right to file a complaint because I got enough money. Then answer a question. Tell me. I want you to take a complaint against Elaine Stoutenberg for lying to
You're more than welcome to come up here as long as you're
fine. I'll be right up. I'll be right up.
And just so you know, like I told you before, you cannot record inside.
Then let's go someplace else. I'll meet you in the. Why? Why? No, I want.
Richard,
you know what? This is illegal.
I am not allowing somebody to record the inside of my building because that's off.
Okay, fine. Let's sit in the hallway and I want it recorded. So you're telling me that I'm wrong and you're not breaking the law. I'll cite the law. Laura Moore.
What are we talking about?
I want to file a complaint. I'll file a complaint against.
And I told you, Richard, if you come up here,
I want to film.
Are you going to
let me video it?
As long as you act like an adult, you are not swearing profusely and going on a rampage, the officer will be glad to listen to what.
Can I tell you something?
The second that you act the way you did last time, you will not be allowed in this building.
No, you know what? It's the same issue. It's the same issue that I tried to get resolved in April, and I tried to come in and file a complaint against Elaine Stoutenberg. And you threw me out. You didn't, and you mistook it for a completely different case of me contacting.
Richard, it doesn't matter what it was about. It is the way you act.
It doesn't matter. Are you the police? Or are you a crisis counselor or something? I hurt your feelings or something. I'm trying to.
No, but you can't act like that in a public building.
You're the police. Are you tough or not? You're supposed to protect me, not a corrupt government. They destroyed my house. You can't dispute it. You're just covering up for it. And then when I try to, Elaine Stoutenberg told Leo. She gave Leo her phone number and said, have him call me. I'll see if I can help you get his house fixed. Ask Leo. And then I called her 11 times, and then she told me to call her boss. That was on September 20th, 2018. I got a video of it, me contacting him and talking to him for an hour and a half. The fucker was drunk, and he's going to call that crisis hotline. Are you telling me? You telling me I have to try to deal with a corrupt government like that? No, it's better off to try to get this in front of the American people so we can fix a Michigan government. You're murdering people. You still can't tell me how I'm supposed to get water. How am I supposed to flush my toilet? Why did Leo and Laura come over the other day and say that they understood everything and they were going to help me out? Now you're coming in and trying to shut the whole thing down because you're covering it up. Why don't you? I'll meet you at McDonald's. Let me video it and I'll explain the whole thing. That way nobody will get. I won't freak out according to you. And I want to fight. I want to fight. And it didn't. And where did it go last time? It went no place because you
lost because you went.
Because you were talking about the wrong case. You were talking about DHHS workers that lied to Lapeer County State Police. Go listen to the video. You said it was already investigated and they found no crime. That was back in July when I filed a complaint with the state police, and the state policeman Matthew Lehman went and talked to DHS workers who lied to him and said, oh yeah, we fixed his roof and his water heater and everything's good to go. So he closed his case, believing them. I have proof of that I sent you. I have his email, and it's the same thing with it, and you just ignored it. And then I get on November 27th, I get an email from Joseph Baker from DHHS, and it had an APS, or it mentioned APS too, and it said, I understand that you need water, and I can arrange to have Almont police bring it out. And I wrote back immediately. I said, yes, please, anybody help, please help. That was November 27th, and then he disappeared. Then I tried to file a complaint against him with your officers, and you refused to take it.
Richard, that's not our.
Who's your jurisdiction? These people, you know what? You're watching you're watching county and state government breaking the law, and you're ignoring it. How am I supposed to get the law? When I contact
Richard, see now you're talking about 10 different things, and I can't follow.
Well, let me ask you this:
if Richard, this is where I'm going to end it, okay? If you need to make complaints,
I want to film it. Are you telling me I can't? No, because it's just the same thing. You're going to tell me that there was no crime and everything's been investigated. In other words. Are you going to... yeah, I'll come up. I'll be right up. I'm
okay.
Bye. Hey, I want to talk to Leo, too. I need to speak to a Christian. Is Leo available today?
He's here.
Okay, I need to speak with him. I need to speak with a Christian because I'm tired of being slaughtered. I'll be right up. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Fuck you.